we are back with tendues. A tendu means to stretch. So we're going to do tendus first from first position, and then we'll do them from fifth. But just to start off tendus, we're going to go through the ball of our foot, brush the floor, through the ball of the foot, all the way to point. No weight should be on that toe in a tendu, so I shouldn't be leaning on it at all, no weight. So then we bring it back in, toes leading us, heel pushing back so we can keep the turnout, toes leading through that demi-pointe, and bring it back in.
So your supporting side when you do a tendu, what you don't want to happen is this disconnection here at all. Like we talked about the concept of pulling up, so it's like you have a string going out to the top of your head and you're lifting up on this side more and then closing. So if I'm doing tendu, this side, nothing's happening. It stays really long and really straight, and I'm lifting and I'm stretching all the way through my entire body.
And then also a couple things to think about when doing tendus. You never want the weight in your heel. We'll talk about promenades and all of that later on, but weight is always in the ball of the standing foot. You don't want to lift the heel off the ground. We don't want to be able to tell, but you know, you yourself know. So as I go to do a tendu front, the weight, there's no weight on my toe, so if someone asks me to lift up my foot, it's easy. I don't have to change anything. And if someone asks me to go to releve, I'm there. So it wouldn't have to be a change up. I'm already on the ball of my foot. And then we close. To the side, the heel's pressing forward as well. Don't let the heel go behind you. That's turned in. Heel pressing forward. Most of us can't tendu directly side because we're not perfectly turned out. So if anything, make it a little bit in front of your hip, not behind.
Yeah, if you look at the line of your foot, like if this is where your foot's going, you don't want to try to tendu back here and really get to that over-rotated second or over-rotated for your body. You want to follow the line of your foot. And I think that's even more important in fifth position.
Yeah.
So if my fifth position isn't super tight and this is my fifth, I don't want to do this and be twisting on
Hips
this hip.
shouldn't ever move.
You're pulling up and you're following the line of that foot.
So if I was here and I put my finger here, whether he closes front or back, it hits the same point. Yeah, so it always hits that same point in tendu. To the side. My teacher used to put like X marks on the floor. So if you need to do that, like put something down on the ground, yeah, to help you out, and just hit that same point every time so you're really using the turnout. And then to the back. To the back, we've talked about sickling, where the heel is behind the toes, yeah, it can go any direction with sickling. So to the back, you want to lead with your toes out, heels pressing down into the ground. Again, no weight on that toe, but don't let that heel lift. Don't also let the toes go in. Heel pressing down. So we're not sickling and we are turning out. To guide us back in, the heel is leading us back in. So we're using that turnout, whether it's first or fifth. From first, I was always taught tendu front and then to cross it. So cross it in front of you. Some teachers will want you to tendu front and not cross it. I was taught to cross it. Especially in fifth, this goes for everyone, every style of teaching. It's directly in front of you, so don't let it go out. To the side, it's directly side or a little bit in front of your hip. And to the back is where most people, the difficulty is it's crossed behind you, don't let it open to the side. So really cross behind you and back for tendu, and then we close. Hey guys, so we're gonna now do some tendu combinations for you. We're gonna start with just warming up using the turnout that we just explained in the video before. And then we'll do a more advanced beginner tendu combination. So let's start with just a warm up. So we'll go really slow. I'm going to do it sideways and Emily's going to do it facing forward so that you can see both angles of it. But we're going to go really slow. We're just going to take 1, 2, turn in 3, 4, turn out 5, 6, bring it in 7, 8, side 1, 2, inner thigh working, 3, 4, inner thigh, 5, 6, bring it in 7, 8, back 1, 2, turn in 3, 4, turn out 5, 6, bring it in 7, 8, side 1, 2, turn in 3, 4, turn out 5, 6, bring it in 7, 8. Don't ever forget about your standing leg either. You don't ever want it just to turn in. You want to keep the turnout so both thighs again are pulling away from each other. Don't forget about one. Do that to both sides. After you've done that to both sides, let's go ahead and take a little bit different. Same thing, we're going to use our inner thighs. So we're going to take 1, 2, lower your heel, 3, 4. Now inner thigh brings it back, toes back, 5, 6, 7, take your time, 8, side 1, lower your heel. 3, 4, resistance in the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. To the back. 1, 2, lower. 3, 4, bring it in. Heel first. 5, 6, 7, 8. Side. 1, 2, lower. 3, 4, bring it in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And then we're going to rise up in first position. Good. Notice her inner thighs are working. Her feet are turned out. Heels are pressing forward. Hips are lifted. Good. We're going to take our arms to fit. Here's where it gets a little bit tricky, guys. So we're going to turn our head to the right and center, to the left and center. From here, challenge for you, close your eyes. Good, plie to finish. Good, by closing your eyes, you can kind of see where your posture's at. If you start wiggling, it's hard. If you start wiggling, so you want to really engage your core muscles there. Yeah, and it should hold you, and just be able to close your eyes and stay there. And then that will help you when you come center for turn.